bed and come in. And then we've got 3 different books. You already know what time it is. It's coffee time. Let's switch it up. For brekkie, I'm just having like sausages, toast, cottage cheese, honey. I'm gonna keep it really simple. I might add tomato. I'm feeling like tomato slices on it, but what's there? Yeah, I don't really have anything prepped for breakfast. Let's see. But you know, most important meal of the day. We're gonna eat. How beautiful is the sun coming in this morning? It is 7:32, so it's actually quite early. Our first client is at 8 a.m. On the breakfast menu, we've got sourdough bread with cottage cheese, tomato, salt, pepper, and olive oil. And then I've just got sausages and a bit of tzatziki. Your first bite. So good. I'm gonna eat the rest of this. You would have seen before, we prepped everything. We're on a bit of a time crunch because my client literally comes in half an hour. So see you guys in the studio. Thought we'd have a little chit chat moment. This is for my girlies that are in the beauty industry, or if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself. I just got this message and I feel like I need to share it. So this is your sign. I think it's so important to show up for yourself. Getting ready, doing your hair, putting on a cute outfit, staying comfortable but still presenting yourself does so much more. And I know this is a thing, especially with people that work from home. Allowing yourself to have that time in the morning for yourself, fuel yourself, feed yourself. When you look good, you feel good, and it presents in the business that you are building for yourself. And that is so important. I know sometimes it's hard. It's so easy just to get out of bed and come into this room and then just start my day. Say like my client now, I could have just woken up at 7:50, brushed my teeth, come down, done the nails, and then bada bing, bada boom. That is like it, right? Setting the time aside just to have a slow morning. Not saying that you need to do anything so crazy and fancy with your hair and clothes and everything like that. Especially as a nail tech, we get so much dust on our clothes and stuff. So another tip for that is having designated clothes. So that's why I always wear the same clothes, because a lot of the clothing that I wear is for work, but they're designated for work. Sometimes I wear this like out, and that's so important because when you are drilling and all of that, yes, we've got our dust collectors and everything, but unfortunately that's not enough. Chemicals and things that you're working with every day, and having that balance and separation. So don't do nails in your pajamas. Make sure you are prioritizing comfort, of course, having those designated clothes where you can for your nails, and just showing up for yourself a little bit can do so much, not only just for yourself, but for your business, because you are a representation. I think a lot of times people forget that yes, you might be a home studio, but this all is a representation of how you are showing showing up for yourself, for your business, and for your clients? But does she take this seriously? And the answer we want from that is yes. I take this seriously no matter where I am. I am putting in the work. I don't really know where I was going with that now. On another note, today we have a 4-client day. It's going to actually be a really busy one. We're all infills. We've got 1 acrylic, 3 biab sets, and we'll see what we end up doing in terms of design. But I'm really excited and it's going to be really busy. And then at the end of tonight, my mommy made I'm really excited to eat that for dinner. But yeah, let's see what we end up doing for the first client. I'm presuming she's going to pair like baby pink color because that's what she always does. Potentially a French, but I'm feeling baby pink today. Let's get into it. Okay, keep the length. Yeah. Same length each of these. Or do you want to do bubble bar? Or do you want to do a different color? It's like the most like a boring conversation with bubble bar. So like why? I fully forgot to film the process. I know, I'm so sorry. It's just really hard to film like the process during an appointment because you get so locked into conversation and you're trying to figure out like what they want to do and everything, and you're locked in trying to provide a service. And but yes, I'm gonna try to film the next one. We did this really cute like wine red color. Let me show you. It's from the brand D&D. This is so popular this winter. The color is called DC062 Strawberry Wine. It is so popular recently. I love the shade of it. And anytime a client says, I want like a winey red color, Strawberry Wine D&D is the color to go for. Waiting for my next client. I'm excited to see what she does. From my predictingness, I have a feeling that she's going to end up doing like some sort of iridescent-y, cat eye or chrome type of deal, but we'll see. I just got a message. She's here, so we will see her very soon. We are cooking what are we cooking? What are we cooking?
We're cooking lunch.
I'm making...
Oh my god, the steam, I'm sorry.
I'm making the infamous buttered noodles. I want to make it with you guys. Okay, first and foremost, I hate when people call pasta noodles. It's not noodles, it's pasta. It irks me. I hate when people say penne noodles, macaroni noodles, all of that. I don't know why it irks me so much. It's one of my pet peeves. But anyways, we are making the buttered pasta for lunch because it's easy. I'm running low on ingredients and it's such a lazy girl
dish.
I don't have any fresh garlic or parmesan, so it's not going to be cheesy. I do have garlic powder, which I'll be adding with all the seasonings. And we have a little bit of nutritional yeast, so I'm hoping that that's going to be okay, but regardless, it's going to be yummy. I'm going to do 2 scoops of butter, maybe 1 and a bit.
Hey, Miss Beautiful, I never seen you before, now I'm gonna show you I am cool enough.
She's my Latin girl. I mean, you should be using like an actual cooking spoon, but I literally cannot be bothered. We're on a crunch time. I'm gonna add in my frozen prawns. These are like baby prawns. I want it to be really garlicky. Black pepper, I like a lot of black pepper. This says oregano leaf. It's actually mixed herbs. And we're not gonna salt it because I put so much salt into the pasta water. Okay, in goes our pasta and nooch. Guys, it literally took me 6 minutes. That's a pasta. Overall, this was like a 15 to 20 minute meal. Anyways, Pepsi Max, your sip. Let's get into this. Wait. I want you to hear it. Now that's what I'm talking about. This is my second time ever making it, and I've never made it with nutritional yeast. This could be better than Parmesan. We'll see. First bite. Okay. I think I do prefer Parmesan. Nutritional yeast does pass it. I'm gonna enjoy this, and then we're gonna see you back in the studio. I decided to go out for a little stroll around my neighborhood because it is so beautiful and sunny out, and I want to get my steps in. Since my birthday, I've randomly decided that I want to change my life. I want to make a difference within myself. I want to feel good. I want to feel confident. I want to be the healthiest, bestest version of myself that I can. What I have been doing is doing some sort of exercise every single day, and because I have an Apple Watch, I've been tracking it, and I've been closing my rings every single day. This is your sign. It's never too late to just start becoming the person that you want to be. Whatever goals that you have, whatever thing you want to achieve, how you want to feel, how you want to better yourself, you're able to do it in every shape and form if you allow yourself to do it, and you've got to be committed, disciplined, and keep pushing no matter what you're feeling. Nephews and stuff have finally gone home, but I am going to unwind for tonight, and I cannot wait to get into bed. Honestly, like, I feel so tired and drained, but I want to read and be in a cozy mood, and we're going to romanticize this night together. If you're feeling a little bit down, or you just need a little bit of you time, this is a time to just be with yourself. I was going to go out for dessert, but honestly,
I can't be bothered.
so I've got a little bit of a sweatshirt. It's just a little dairy chocolate. It's a caramello. Don't know what a caramello is. Is that an Australian thing? Is it gross when I'm eating it in the bathroom? Well, the toilet's not here, so. Oh, I thought it was gonna like. You know what I just forgot? The tonic spray. I'm gonna put it on after. I probably won't do anything, but. We are finally cozy in bed together, but we thought
He's getting a little bit scared because he doesn't like the tripod.
I wanted to go through some of the recent books that I read so far. These are the books that I've gotten through in the past, I would say like a few weeks or so. It's been quite a while since I've picked up the camera and vlogged. So we've got 3 different books. I'm gonna tell you my verdict.
First of all,
I think the last time we did a vlog, I was reading Akata, Court of Thorns and Roses. Now, It took me a really long time to read this book. For me, if I get into a book, it usually takes me about 3 to 4 days max, maybe a week. This took me almost 2 weeks to read.
Guys, literally, which has been so good as well. I have not had screen time that much when I go to bed. When I go to bed, it's mainly been me reading.
So for me to take 2 weeks to read this, I don't know if it's because of the genre being fantasy. I just felt like this wasn't really the style that I'm familiar with reading. It took me a long while to grasp on what was happening. I don't know if that's because I'm literally stupid and whatnot, but I just felt like it's so easy for me to imagine a scenario when I'm reading a book, and I can see the images in my head when I'm replaying it. Like I can see where I am, I can see the characters, I can see the setting, and it's very like distinct in my brain. This, I was able to do that kind of, but at the same time, not really. I rated this book, I think, a 3 out of 5. I want to try and read the other books, but I just don't know if I'm going to like it. You guys let me know if I should continue reading it. This unfortunately wasn't my favorite, and I really wanted to like it, and I don't know if I went into it with such high hope. I really wanted to enjoy it. I'm sorry. That was the first book I read, and on to the next. The next book that I read was Twisted Love by Anna Huang.
This
Was such an easy read for me. I think this took me 2 days after I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this was so refreshing for me to read. I absolutely love this book, and I knew I was going to like it by this here. It says, he's a heart of ice, but for her, he'd burn the world. Kind of reminded me of like a mafia Wattpad story. And if you've ever,
And I am a sucker for this.
if you've ever played Episode, this is what that reminded me of. It was so good. Obviously, so much more raunchier than Episode. I really enjoyed this. I read a lot of the reviews after on Fable, and a lot of people were saying that
It was bad, they hated it, it was just so like ew.
I liked it.
And I think a lot of the reason as to why people didn't like it is because it was giving very much, like I said, Episode, Wattpad, fan fiction type of vibe. But dare I say, I actually like that it was like that.
I'm a trashy reader.
I will admit that through and through. I can't wait to read the rest. I was actually quite shocked on some of the, is it plot twist or is it just like the storyline? Yeah, I'm assuming it's plot twist, right? Some of the things I was just like, whoop.
What?
And I'm reading through again like this. That's how I was reading this book. I really liked it. This was my first time reading an Anna Huang book, and if her books are like this, I think I'm gonna really like it. But we're gonna have to buy each an individual book. Next book that I read after Twisted Love was Off to the Races by Elsie Silva. This is the first book in this Gold Rush Ranch series. I mentioned this in past vlogs, but I've read her Flawless, Heartless, that series. I don't know what that series is called. I always forget, but I did read that one and I really enjoyed it. I like this one,
Kind of.
but dare I say it was just a little bit like maybe because I'm not really into horses that much. Like the horse was cute in the story. There was just some terminologies and stuff that I didn't really understand that I feel like you would have to if you are into horse racing. I felt like there wasn't enough drama. There was a little bit like of conflict, but it wasn't the push and pull that I'm usually in love with. I'm hoping the other books are better. I believe this is Elsie Silva's first book, and because I loved her other series so much, I'm going to give this series the benefit of the doubt. So I rated this a 3.5. That is the last book that I read, and currently I've decided to intervene with this series, and I want to try and put breakers in it, and I want to reread a couple of my books because recently with the new movies coming out and stuff, there are some movies and shows and everything that are coming out this year. One of those books is Verity. I am rereading this. I'm on chapter 5. This comes out in October and I'm really excited to watch it, and I remember when I first read it, I really enjoyed it. I will keep you guys updated in the vlogs. That is a little bit of the book update. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had such an amazing day, even though I didn't really film my last 2 clients, but I'm trying to film as much as I can and get into the zone of it all. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support and love. If you enjoyed today's video, please give this a thumbs up. Comment down below the deer emoji because of the nails remind me of deers, and we will see you guys in the next video. You got something to say to them? Say it. Okay, bye.